CIU podcast, Kabbalah International University, Berkeley College of Law. This is Dr. Williams, and today I'm talking about religion and law, religious study and the legal profession. Many times a conflict that come about we're talking religion, we're talking moral issue, ethical issue, things basically on Christian culture based on the Bible. And what happens if the second fundamental belief you have in the Bible? How do you teach law and a conflict with that? For example, the Bible talks against abortion. How do you talk about that? Well, look, when you're teaching the law, particular law, they're based on statute, they're based on common law principle precedent, based on the code finding, the code of the land, the law of the land. So you teach the law of the land. What does the law say? How does the law address this case? If you have a case and that comes before you. Murder, obviously, religion does not support murder. The religion does not support violation of crime against the state or against other people. So religion pretty much fit in the law in many things. Religion and law is not about politics. Many times people make things political in this world we live today. They use the political influence to change things around, and they use the versus using the legal system. Obviously, so many people also believe that religion should be apart from the state. Religion is a separate moral entity, and it should be different from political institution or the state. But still, they say there are the laws. Religion believe in freedom of expression, freedom of law, and some religions are against bearing arms. They don't have anything to do with arms because arms would be dangerous. Of course, the law allowed that first the right to bear arms in the Bill of Rights in America allowed that. So, but the religious person will not do that, will not just carry guns around because if their conscience, if their core, the moral beliefs tell them not to live like that, they won't carry on because they review the sanctity of life. So the sanctity of life comes down to not just abortion, not just criminal issue that just it includes also war or taking voluntarily, intentionally, having arm or something to kill, to take away life, to protect yourself. In protecting yourself, you take away the life of other person. Moral value when it comes to religious law and core moral value, they have that sanctity of life. Doesn't matter what is for the unborn baby, for those that are alive. It's true they hold on to that principle. Legally, though, we have to still represent people, lawyers have to still represent the client what other way without actually being judgmental because your duty is to perform the service. However, if you completely conflict with your law, with your belief, then sometimes you may have to, a partner of yours may have to do the case or something like that. But yeah, there can be conflict with religious ethics and in the legal system. However, where the law is strictly stated, the religious principle can still persecute or defend the person who violated the law based on the law. However, does that mean that the religious person support the attitude and criminal behavior of that person? No, and so maybe some lawyers, some religious people with moral conviction may not want to go into criminal law or be trial lawyer. They may go into transactional law. They may go into other laws that we can practice, business, transactional business, or anything, real estate, other things that can do. So the legal field is very, very big. You really don't have to conflict your conscience with other things, so you can select the area that works for you, and then you practice your belief because one of the worst things to do is to challenge your conscience, is to stain your conscience. You want to always have that moral sanctity, and we have a lot of issues that come about. Sometimes lawyers, religious people, politicians, they mix everything together. But a person who believes in religious law, religious principle, ethics, moral, they have to follow certain principles. So they do well to do a lot of investigation before to make decisions, determine which career path to go to, or whether they begin to spend their time learning more about the Bible to help others. Again, legal principles are study of the state, the law of the state. It's a profession. Again, it depends how you approach them, but you should not mix them both together to say, because of this, I'm not going to do this. You can always do a different profession that will avoid or such behavior. It's like if you always want to save the life of people. Religious people actually do, according to the Bible, do believe. Many people are saying do believe what the Bible says and follow the Bible. Also, lawyers follow the law, and they follow the law using all technicality. A religious person in a criminal case will be very careful so that they don't come up with technicality that will violate their conscience. So again, it's better in a case to separate yourself from practicing the law that's going to stain your conscience. And if you want to be a politician, fine, you can, but some religious leaders stay away from that. Religious people with moral values stay away from that because it's contentious behavior that comes between the two. So yeah, so others are doing the human rights, nonprofit, other services they perform, the other things they can do. Again, religion law has its own focus. If you study that course in law school, religious study and the law, legal study, but again, lawyers, when we teach the law, we based on the law it has a series of so many different foundational courses that you take, and then you start to go into a specialization. But all of them put together, will train you, bring you together as a legal scholar. Okay. So again, that's all I wanted to talk about in terms of some of the contradiction that happen, conflict that develop between religious scholars, religious practitioners, those who believe strongly in the Bible principle, and those who believe in the legal system, and someone makes them over the political system. But most people that actually committed the Bible teaching will separate those things. And especially with not the politician, but the men working in the legal field will find an area, a niche that will not bother their conscience. That is it for this episode. It's Dr. Williams signing off on our CIU podcast and our YouTube listener. We'll see you in the next episode. Thank you again. This is Dr. Williams.